So you decided, or you're looking into starting the keto diet. I'm gonna share with you guys some of the things I wish I knew, or I think you should know before you go ahead and you jump on the keto train. So if you guys wanna hear the things I wish I knew that I think you should know, stay tuned. Good morning, guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. So I had a completely different video in mind for today, but after getting so many messages the last few days and so many comments, I really wanted to do this video. So it's gonna be kind of just impromptu, off the top of my head, just kind of telling you guys things I wish I would have known, or somebody told me that I think maybe you should know if you are looking into just starting the keto diet, or if it's, you know, kind of piques your attention, all of these things, okay? So here is probably the first thing I think you should do if you are considering going keto. I'm gonna need you to go ahead, I'm gonna need you to go in your kitchen and look at your most favorite meals, snacks, all of these things that you have in your cupboard in your kitchen right now. Go in there, check them out. I want you to look at the carb count on all these things. Usually you're starting out keto, you should probably stay 30, between like highest I would say would be about 30 to 40 net carbs. You know, I try to stay below 20 net carbs. Net carbs, before we go anywhere, net carbs are your total carbohydrate amount, and then you're going to subtract the fiber. So if you have 40 carbs in one apple, but it has 20 grams of fiber, then you are going to have the net carb value is 20. Okay, so we got that clear. So you're gonna go in your kitchen, you're gonna look at all the stuff that you like, and think, okay, am I willing to give these things up? Obviously, you're at a point in your life and you wanna make a change. Are you willing to go ahead and give those things up, go ahead and separate from them? Your relationship with food is not only a mental one, but it's definitely a physical one. Food will definitely come in handy. It nurtures you. It gets you through the hard times, gets you through the good times. And people get depressed when they can't have their favorites. And I understand that. I've been there. So I want you to go ahead and make sure that, you know, you're ready to separate and go ahead and, you know, clean out your cabinets. All right, so you went through your stuff. You're like, all right, it's all good. I'm ready to depart from them. I need a new change. All right. So when you go ahead and you're about to start keto, before you start anything, you need to make a grocery list. You need to stock up on your keto grocery basics. Okay, if you go on Pinterest, there's tons of lists. I even did a keto grocery essentials when I first went back keto. If you guys want more of an in-depth idea, or next grocery haul that I do, if you guys want to see it, let me know. So you're going to prepare for this grocery trip. You're going to make a list. You're going to put down everything that you need to get through, because it's going to be a change. And I really recommend for like the first maybe 2 to 3 weeks on keto that you meal prep. I know some people don't want to, but I think it's a really good idea, because you are starting a whole new journey. And if you're out and about, or you know, you're kind of in a pinch the last minute, you're going to tend to fall back on your oldie but goodie recipes that are most likely not keto friendly. So meal prepping will be your best friend. If you continue to carry on with that, good for you. But I definitely think for the first few weeks, you should definitely meal prep. Okay. What else should you know about keto? Keto is not Atkins. Atkins and keto, totally two different things. Yes, they are both low carb way of eating. Absolutely. But Atkins is low carb, low fat, moderate to high protein. Okay. So this is what is going to differ from keto. Keto, we are going to limit our protein as well as our carbs, and we are also going to limit our fat. But we don't want a shit ton of protein in our body, because eventually, if you have too much protein in your body, okay, and it's just gonna, once the protein starts to break down and you've already went through your fat source, it's gonna turn to carbs, it's gonna turn to sugar, and it's gonna turn to weight, and it's gonna bulk you up. You're gonna gain weight, okay? So you're gonna go ahead and you're going to have to figure out, what exactly are you aiming for? Are you gonna do lazy keto? Are you gonna do strict keto? What are you going to do? I recommend doing lazy keto for probably the first month. You need to get your bearings. If you were raised in the 90s, early 2000s, you are going to have a struggle on your hands with eating keto, because we have been taught our whole pretty much adult life that high fat foods are terrible for you. High fat is going to give you a heart attack. It's going to clog your arteries. You're going to have a heart attack and die. You're going to be morbidly obese. You know, you're just killing yourself. So this is a completely different way of eating and thinking and training the mind. You're going to hear people talk shit. People are going to say, what? What do you mean you're eating high fat? Your arteries are clogged. Your cholesterol is through the roof. Oh my God, what are you doing? Don't listen to them. The dog's playing. Don't listen to them, okay? Do what you are, keep your mindset. Don't even mention to people that you're doing keto if you're just starting out, because people will just mess with your head. Everybody got an opinion. Don't worry about it, okay? Just stay in your lane, stay the track. You got this, okay? So you got your grocery shoppings, you did your meal prep, you're going to start eating, you know, week one, first couple meals, you're like, wow, this is really, really filling. Oh my gosh, this is a lot of fat. That's okay. You are going to notice that you are going to be fuller faster and fuller longer. You can probably go, you know, 10, 12 hours without a meal and not feel hungry. That is completely normal. Normal, okay? So you're not feeling hungry because when you become, the fat is going to keep you full, okay? The fat's going to keep you full. It's going to keep you going, all right? Maybe a week, 2 weeks in, you start to feel like you got hit by a bus. You got, I was getting leg cramps, you're weak, you're tired, you just are crabby and you feel nauseous, you might got diarrhea. I mean, you have all these, that's also called a keto flu. You are withdrawing, okay? You withdrawing from carbs is pretty much the equivalent from somebody withdrawing from alcohol or drugs. Your body is in shock and it is like, what the hell is going on? Give me the sugar, give me the carbs. You've been feeding me this my whole life. Where is it? It's panicking, okay? It's normal. So you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna look up the keto flu remedy. You're gonna have, you can have the keto, they call it Ketorade. You're just gonna watch your electrolytes, your potassium, that's gonna help with the muscle cramps. The magnesium, that's gonna help with the tiredness. It's gonna help make you feel better, okay? You're gonna have to keep your water up, okay? Because once your body is without the carbs, it's constantly flushing. So you're gonna notice you're gonna be peeing a lot. That's normal. Okay, you're gonna be peeing a lot. So you're gonna be peeing, you're gonna be flushing out, you're gonna have to replace all that stuff, okay? Powerade is phenomenal. Powerade Zero because it's 0 carbs, but it has all your electrolytes in it. Light salt, you're not gonna, it's not so much for the sodium, but that has potassium in it. That will help you, just a couple sprinkles in your drink, you'll be all good. Bone broth. Bone broth has awesome electrolytes in it. It helps you get your potassium, your magnesium, all that stuff. What I do is I go to like the butcher and I just buy some bones and they have a little bit of meat on them and I boil them for hours on end. And I just go ahead and keep cooking them, and then maybe about 10 to 12 hours I'll strain out the meat and then I just go ahead and put them in mason jars and I could just sip on them. When I hit the keto flu or when I'm having a hard time getting my fats in, I'll take my bone broth and then I'll take a little cube of Carrie's butter and I'll put that in there, mix it up, and I just sip it because you're gonna get all your fats in there and you're gonna feel a hell of a lot better and it's gonna be filling. That could be a meal for you. Sounds crazy, but it works, okay? Again, this is a whole new realm of thinking when you're hitting keto. So you go ahead, you're on your weeks, you just survived the keto flu, and you're still feeling tired. You're like, man, I'm already in week 3, I'm tired. The benefits of keto really don't kick in. You need to give yourself about a month, maybe a month and a half. Don't give up, stay the course, okay? It takes a while for your body to really cleanse itself, to be readjusted. Once it kicks in, you're gonna have mental clarity. Your skin's gonna clear up. Your hair's gonna look good. You're gonna have energy. Your libido is going to increase. I know for women it does. You know, if you have any GI chronic constipation, which I suffered from, that's gonna smooth out. I mean, you're not gonna feel so obsessed about getting a meal in because you're gonna be like, damn, I'm not hungry. You know, and it's not like you're starving yourself. Your body's just not ready yet because you're fueling it with this. It's a fat-driven machine and you're feeling it, fueling it. I'm from Chicago, guys. I have an accent, supposedly. But you're fueling it with all this fat and it's running. It's going like a smooth machine and you are just kicking life right in the ass and you're like, hell yeah, I look good, I feel good, I don't feel achy, I feel like I have more energy, I'm up early, I could stay up at a decent time, I'm getting some great sleep. It's all the par, okay? You're on track. That is what is to come. That is what the reasons for me doing keto. So a lot of people are in it for a weight loss, and I understand that, you know. As you guys know, I'm not a big scale advocate. I recommend right when you start keto, day 1, getting down into the good old briefs, the underwear, the bra, whatever, take yourself a picture. Take yourself from side to side, in the front, in the back, whatever. All the angles, okay? Hit them angles, girl. And I want you to take your before picture. That is picture you are going to keep. That is your day 1 picture, okay? And then I want you to go to the Dollar Tree, get yourself just a plain, you know, measuring tape, like a fabric tape. Measure all your thighs, your waist, your hips, everything, okay? Measure it all up. So you got all your measurements, you're all good. And then you're gonna go ahead and you are going to do that every week. Every 7 days, take the pictures, take the measurements. You will notice those inches just melt off, okay? You're gonna see those way before the scale. The scale does not measure shit. Please stay off the scale. I encourage you because that will discourage you either way. Stay off the scale, okay? A lot of people ask me about ketones and stuff like that. Do I use them? I just started using a couple different products. I'll mention them once I get used to them. But so far, you know, I have never tried any type of ketones. Do I use test strips to test my urine? You can test your urine or you can get the blood strips. I have not this round. I did before. They're expensive and I just didn't want to become into that obsessiveness. If you guys are trying to push yourself into ketosis, you can exercise. Exercising, like fasted exercise, will kick your butt into ketosis real quick. Do I practice intermittent fasting? I do. I try to every day, but some days I win, some days I lose. If you guys want another video on intermittent fasting, I can totally do that. Another thing that people don't tell you about is keto breath. Your breath is gonna be a little harsh. That's how you're gonna know you're in keto, like ketosis, is your mouth's gonna be dry and you're gonna have like that dry, stinky breath. Keep mints on hand, it's all good. Keto diarrhea. Don't ever trust a keto fart. Never. I've never made the mistake, but I don't trust farts anyways. But don't, because that fat is going to really lubricate your intestines and it's all good. You need to clean it out. It's all that nasty shit. It's cleaning it out. It's all good. Just be mindful of that. But other than that, I mean, these are all the things I wish I would have known. You know, it's all these little tips and tricks. It becomes easier the longer you do it. It becomes a natural way of life. It's just that initial month and a half where you're like, oh God, am I doing this right? Yes. Okay. Get yourself an app on your phone or just write down your carbs every day for every meal. Just write them down and just get used to it. Once you get yourself on a roll, then if you want to do strict keto, then go ahead and do it that way. All right. But I know this is hard. I know this is different, but you can totally do this. And I totally believe in you. Stay the par. Okay. But all right, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up. If you have any more questions, go ahead and leave them down below and I will try to answer you as quickly as possible. All right. Well, good luck to you guys. I believe in you. You got this. All right. I will see you on the next video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Bye, guys.